Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we will be looking at peer review, which you need to know for AQA A-Level Psychology in the subtopic of research methods. I hope you enjoy this video and find it helpful. Let's get started. Peer review is when a researcher submits a research report to a journal that they want it to be published in. The choice of the journal may be determined by the journal's audience or prestige. An editor from that journal selects 2 or more appropriate expert psychologists in the same or similar field, who independently scrutinize, assess, reviewed and check the research report before deciding whether it could be published. The research report is considered in terms of its validity, ethics, errors, significance, originality, structure and language, findings and possible improvements. Using an assessment of the appropriateness of the methods and designs used, the psychologist carrying out the peer review can accept the manuscript as it is, accept with revisions, suggest the author makes revisions and resubmits, or reject without the possibility of resubmission. An editor will make the final decision on whether to accept or reject the research report based on the psychologist who carried out the peer review's comments and recommendations. The research report will then be submitted to panel and assessed for merit. A strength of peer review is its ability to ensure the credibility of research, which is crucial for maintaining the reputation of institutions. When research undergoes rigorous evaluation by experts in the field, it helps identify studies that are worthwhile and deserving of funding. This process safeguards the integrity of the research community and secures future funding opportunities, as successful peer-reviewed projects can demonstrate their value and impact. This is a strength because it suggests that peer review plays a vital role in maintaining high standards within the research community. By ensuring that only credible and impactful studies receive recognition and funding, it fosters an environment where quality research can thrive. This upholds the reputation of institutions and encourages researchers to adhere to rigorous scientific methods, ultimately contributing to the advancement of knowledge and innovation in various fields. A strength of peer review is its ability to validate the relevance and quality of research, which is essential for preventing fraudulent studies from being released to the public. This process subjects research to expert scrutiny, by allowing reviewers to assess the rigor of methodologies and data analyses used and provide constructive feedback, suggesting improvements such as additional data collection or different types of analysis, significantly reducing the chances of flawed or unscientific studies being published, which could misinform the public and prevents the dissemination of irrelevant findings and unwarranted claims. This is a strength because it suggests that the peer review process acts as a safeguard for the integrity of scientific research. By ensuring that only studies with sound methodologies and relevant findings are published, it helps maintain public trust in scientific literature. This trust is crucial, as it allows the public and policymakers to make informed decisions based on credible evidence, ultimately benefiting society as a whole. A strength of peer review is that it allows for suggestions of possible improvements or amendments to research studies, which significantly enhances the quality of published reports. Peer reviewers can recommend amendments or further control and extension work that authors may not have considered, ensuring that the written investigation meets high standards, which increases the probability of identifying weaknesses or errors in the research, as authors and researchers often struggle to remain objective about their own work. This is a strength because it suggests that the peer review process actively contributes to the continuous improvement of research quality. By enabling reviewers to provide insightful feedback and recommendations, it helps authors refine their work and address any potential shortcomings. This enhances the rigor of individual studies and elevates the overall standards of scientific research, ensuring that published findings are both credible and valuable to the academic community and beyond. A strength of peer review is that it helps to establish whether the research is appropriate for publication. Reviewers check the suitability of the terminology and language used for the target audience, making necessary revisions to enhance comprehension when needed. Reviewers also verify the originality of the work, checking that the work is not plagiarized or copied to uphold academic integrity. This is a strength because it suggests that the peer review makes research more accessible and understandable to its intended audience. By focusing on the appropriateness of terminology and clarity of language, Reviewers help ensure that complex ideas are communicated effectively. This promotes better comprehension among readers and reinforces the integrity of the research by confirming that it adheres to the standards of academic writing. A limitation of peer review is that there is a risk of anonymity being a problem. Anonymous reviewers may feel less accountable for their critiques, which can result in overly harsh or constructive feedback. Without knowing who the reviewers are, authors may find it difficult to address specific concerns or engage in a constructive dialogue about their work. This can hinder the improvement of the research and limit the potential for collaboration. Moreover, the lack of transparency in the peer review process can undermine trust in the publication system. Authors may question the fairness of the reviews they receive, especially if they feel that their work has been misunderstood or misrepresented. This can create a sense of frustration and lead to a lack of confidence in the peer review system as a whole. These points are limitations because they suggest that the peer review process might not always fulfill its purpose of improving the quality of research. A limitation of peer review is that there is doubt over whether peer review can actually prevent the publication of fraudulent research. Due to the advent of the Internet, a significant amount of research and academic comment is being published without official peer review taking place. This increases the likelihood of fraudulent research being published, which, as shown by past examples, can have long-lasting serious consequences, such as research published by Andrew Wakefield, 1998, which found that the MMR vaccine had links to autism. Although this findings was later found to be fraudulent, it had several implications, as it caused parents to stop vaccinating their children, which caused the number of measles cases to increase and still causes many parents to be anti-vaccine for MMR. This is a limitation because it suggests that the peer review process may not be a foolproof method for preventing the dissemination of fraudulent research. A limitation of peer review is that it can prevent the progress of new ideas. Peer review can prevent the progress of new ideas in two ways. Firstly, reviewers of papers are typically older and well-established academics who have made their careers within the current scientific paradigm. As such, they may reject new or controversial ideas simply because they go against and oppose the current paradigm and mainstream theories rather than because they are unscientific. Secondly, reviewers with a conflict of interest might not approve new research to further their own reputation or career and prevent the competition of new theories. These points are limitations because they suggest that the peer review process may not always foster an open and progressive scientific environment, and the system can inadvertently suppress innovative research that challenges conventional thinking, leading to stagnation in scientific advancement, as groundbreaking theories may struggle to gain acceptance simply because they deviate from the norm. A limitation of peer review is that it may suffer from publication bias. Editors tend to prefer to publish headline-grabbing findings and positive results. This contributes to the file drawer effect, whereby only statistically significant findings are published and negative results are intentionally not published, causing misconception of the current state of psychology. Furthermore, many academics are funded by organizations and companies that may prefer certain ideas to be accepted as scientifically legitimate, and so this funding may produce conflicts of interest. This is a limitation because it suggests that the peer review process may not provide a complete or accurate representation of research findings in psychology. A limitation of peer review is that it could subject good quality work to plagiarism. There is a risk that the reviewer who is conducting the peer review may acknowledge that a certain finding is significant and use their anonymity to reject or delay the publication of a research project, in order to incorporate elements of the submitted work into their own research without appropriate attribution. Moreover, the lack of robust systems to detect and prevent plagiarism in the peer review process can exacerbate this issue. While many journals have plagiarism detection software, it is not foolproof, and some instances may go unnoticed. This not only undermines the original researcher's contributions but also diminishes the overall integrity of the scientific community. This is a limitation because it suggests that the potential for plagiarism can create an environment of mistrust, where researchers may feel hesitant to share their work openly, fearing that their ideas could be stolen. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more content like this. Bye.